Welcome to Our Lady Guild's House information session. We would like to thank you all for coming and taking a look at our building and having some interest. So first, I want to start off by saying my name is Brianna Diamond. I'm the Regional Marketing Specialist for Peabody Companies, and beside me is Juliana Zingales. She is the lease-up compliance manager for Peabody Companies as well, and she'll be focusing on the compliance side of our presentation. For today's presentation, we will be doing an overview about Our Lady Guild House, the application process, eligibility requirements, and the timeline of the application to like lottery, all of that. So just a little bit about the owners and the developers. So for this building, it consists of the Fenway CDC and the Planning Office for Urban Affairs. They're both well known in the community. So Fenway CDC and the Planning Office of Urban Affairs are both well known for their success at providing affordable housing opportunities for low and moderate income families and individuals. In partnership, Fenway CDC and POA will be transitioning Our Lady Guild House from a market community to an affordable community for moderate income individuals. So just a little bit about Peabody Properties. So we are the management company for this community, and we put the home in housing. We recognize that our managed communities are places where people are born, nurtured, grow, and prosper among families and friends. So we are a full service real estate company with a tradition of success. We're committed to maintaining communities and relationships for over 4 decades. We're your trusted partner in specializing in residential and condominium management, marketing and leasing, construction management, capital improvement, relocation assistance, and supported living services and real estate brokerage. At this time, we manage about 15,000 units. We have 45 years of service, where we have about 20.4 million in energy funding and about 600 plus team members. So Our Lady Guild House is located at 20 Charles Gate in West Boston. It is going to be a mixed income single room occupancy, and it has 140 SRO rooms. Something to note about this building is that this building is a single gender requirement for people who identify as women only. The gender restriction will end upon the beginning of construction in early to mid 2025. At that time, all tenants will be required to move out to complete a full renovation of the building. Once construction is completed, all units will be open to all gender and gender identities. So just want to repeat that again. At this time, the gender restriction is anyone that identifies as women only. So the location of the building is pristine. So it's in walking distance to Fenway Park, medical facilities, shopping, restaurants, places of worship, and recreational facilities. It's easy access to public transportation. Community amenities, since this is a single room occupancy building, we do have common areas on each floor, including kitchens, kitchenettes, and several bathrooms. The first floor includes 2 full kitchens, a common area, a living room, and 2 dining rooms. We offer bike storage, laundry facilities, elevator access, and it is a professionally managed building. So we have on-site management and 24-hour emergency maintenance. The apartment amenities consist of controlled entry access, heat and hot water is included. The building is already internet, phone, and cable ready. And then we do furnish the apartments with a bed, dresser, and desk. Just a disclaimer we want to put out there is Our Lady Guild House does not discriminate in the selection of applicants on the basis of race, color, national origin, disability, age, ancestry, children, familial status, genetic information, marital status, public assistance, I can't spell word. Whatever. Moving on. Religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity, veteran, military status, or any other basis prohibited by law. Persons with disabilities are entitled to request a reasonable accommodation in rules, policies, practices, or services, or to request a reasonable modification in the housing when such accommodations or modifications may be necessary to afford persons with disabilities an equal opportunity to use and enjoy the housing. And now I'm going to pass it on to Juliana to discuss the application process.
Good morning, all. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of an echo there. Again, good morning, all. My name is Juliana Zingales. I know Brianna did introduce me in the beginning, but again, I am the lease-up compliance manager for Our Ladies Guild House. And I will be going over the application process for OLGH this morning. Today we have our information session, and this is being recorded, so it will be available online following the session. Applications are available online at www.liveolgh.com from today until November 20th. Any online applications will be submitted immediately after they are completed. If you're requesting a PDF or paper application, you can do so in that same system and or email us at olgh@peabodyproperties.com or give us a call at 617-424-6783, and we would be happy to send over an application to you, and you can email, scan, or fax it over to us. You can also mail your completed application to Our Ladies Guild House, care of Peabody Properties, at 536 Granite Street in Braintree, Massachusetts, 02184. You can email those completed applications to olgh@peabodyproperties.com. And again, you can fax any completed applications to 617-424-6783. The application deadline is November 20th. So that is next week. And all applications must be postmarked no later than November 20th. So a little bit about the application process. To obtain an application online or via email, again, visit our website at liveolgh.com. You can click request application in the upper right-hand corner, or you can email us at olgh@peabodyproperties.com and request one that way. Please complete the application in its entirety and gather and copy any required documentation, return the application, and anything submitted, received, and or postmarked must be by November 20th. Any applications received or postmarked after November 20th will be placed on a wait list in the order they are received after the lottery. The lottery will be scheduled within 30 days of the deadline. So that will be around late November, early December, and all applicants will be notified. The lottery drawing will be available online at www.liveolgh.com. Applicants will be contacted based on preferences and lottery number to begin qualification process starting at the end of November or early December. In order to qualify for an apartment, we must have a completed application process. Qualifying residents cannot be a dependent. Eligibility is restricted to applicants and or households who income qualify, and eligibility is determined after the lottery. We do have minimum and maximum income limits. The required rent to income ratio is 40%, which is 2.5 times the rent. Applicants who receive a housing subsidy like Section 8 are not subject to the minimum income requirements. So for Our Lady Guild House, the minimum incomes, these are set by the owner and based on the number of bedrooms and area median income of the area. So for this building in particular, they are all 1-bedroom SROs, single room occupancies. And they are 80% AMI or area median income. The minimum income is $36,000 a year. And the maximum income for this household size of 1 is $83,120. Again, for a household size of 1 person, the maximum income is $83,120. And these income limits and rents are subject to change. So a little bit about the timeline for this property. Again, we are accepting applications which began on November 3rd. The deadline is November 20th. We will be reviewing all applications in November, and the lottery will be scheduled by Boston Fair Housing Commission in late November, early December. Our Ladies Guild House will begin the resident selection process in late December, early January, and move-ins will begin in January of 2024. All of these dates are subject to change, and any applicants in process will be informed of all of these changes. Details on the lottery. Any incomplete applications will be contacted if no response. And if no response, then they are not eligible for consideration in the lottery. Any blanks within the application will not be considered. We will reach out to you again for these incomplete areas. And if you are uncertain about how to answer a question, please give us a call for guidance at 617-424-6783. Any communication will be via letter or email. And if you are deemed ineligible, you will have an opportunity to appeal, and we do suggest and encourage everybody to appeal. So a little bit about income. What is counted as income? Any income received by a source. So wages from an employer, a job, any Social Security benefits, any payment or any benefits you receive from retirement accounts, annuity, anything that you receive on a monthly, quarterly basis. Assets. What is counted as an asset? So anything of value that you can turn into cash that is not personal property. So bank accounts, saving accounts, IRA, 401ks, whole life insurance, stocks. More on the lottery process. So the lottery will be a random sorting of the application numbers, and this will be performed via an online process. Upon the completion, a sort will be conducted based on bedroom size, income classification, preferences, and then by lottery number. This will determine the final placement on the lottery wait list. After the lottery, all applicants will then receive an email or mailed letter with your lottery number. You are not required to be present to participate in the lottery. Every applicant entered in the lottery will receive their lottery number and will be notified in writing. For the initial screening for eligibility, contact will start within 5 days of the lottery. All applicants will be subject to a credit and background check. All applicants over the age of 18 must complete a screening, credit, criminal, and sex offender check. The screening will be authorized by the consent form that was signed with the lottery application. If you do not pass screening, you will be given an opportunity to appeal. Your place will be held on the wait list or in the offered unit until the appeal process has been completed. For the interview process, a list of required documentations will be provided to you, and my apologies. A list of these documents you are required to provide to us will be sent to you along with the confirmation of your interview date, time, and location. This list is also available on our website at www.liveolgh.com. If you are unable to attend your interview, please call the leasing office within 24 hours in advance of your scheduled appointment to reschedule. Note, the leasing team for Our Ladies Guildhouse will contact you to ensure the scheduled interview is within your availability. And just to note, a no-show to your appointment is an automatic withdrawal from the process with the exception of a medical emergency. I do want to note that this is a time-sensitive process. All applicants are required to provide the requested documentation within a reasonable time frame. Typically, it's 7 business days. Failure to do so will result in the removal of your application from the lottery waiting list. Failure to respond within a reasonable time frame will be cause for your application to be removed from the lottery waiting list. An email or letter will be sent to advise you of this action. This will include the opportunity to appeal. How long will the process take? The processing of your file will take anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending upon your individual circumstances. Apartment selection. At interview, all applicants will be asked about their preferences regarding the apartment assignment. Apartments will be assigned in the order of lottery numbers. All applicants are given the opportunity to tour a sample of a unit prior to moving in, and at the time of lease signing, will have a chance to tour their specific apartment prior to signing their lease. Lease signings will take place via DocuSign whenever possible. Prior to move-in, you will be required to provide the security deposit. Payment plans are available upon request for the security deposit. If you are not offered an apartment during the lease-up period, your application file will stay on the waiting list. Please ensure that the property always has your current contact information in the event of an available unit. Thank you. Should you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our team. You can do so by email at olgh@peabodyproperties.com, phone 617-424-6783, or visit our website at www.liveolgh.com.